Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Cassandra would love to introduce you to a team of scammers who call themselves Kennedy Frank. And 2 days before the video went live, I've just come back to edit it and add in that usual warning. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're eating and drinking before watching this video, I strongly suggest that you swallow now, because I was listening back to it and I just thought, I'm going to be in terrible trouble if I don't warn everybody first. Hello, he said. How are you feeling today? I'm fine. Did you mean to send that to someone who hasn't been well? I do understand. What's wrong with your healthy, he said. Understand what? Okay. Oh, you think being healthy is wrong. How are you doing so far today? No, healthy is life. It makes you feel better. So far I've managed to struggle through, but who knows what the next hour will bring. The next hour will bring joy, happiness, and amazing. Do you live alone? Why do sounds this way? I have no idea what that even means. Okay, do you live alone? Or you're living with your kids or your husband? I don't have a husband or children. I have a housekeeper who lives on the top floor. Why is that any of your business? Okay, because I really care about you as a friend. After 50 minutes and about 4 paragraphs. Ha ha ha. I'll be giving you all my attention as long as you're with me. Is that a threat or a promise? It's a promise, he said. I may be far from you in distance, but I will not consider it to be the reason to forget you. I may not keep in touch, but in my mind and in my heart I will always be your friend. Do you have any friends here who keeps you company and stay closer to you, always? To which Cassandra, of course, replied, What? A friend will walk miles, will share your tears and give you smiles, and even though paths may sometimes drift apart, true friends never leave the heart. FGS, try and take something sensible instead of regurgitating a book of stupid quotes. Do you have anybody as your friend here? He tried. I don't know where here is. You haven't told me where you are. Okay, I was born and raised in the United States. I living in Dallas, Texas, USA. Where do you live? I live near Bury St Edmunds in Suffolk in England, and no, I don't know anyone in Dallas. Are you originally from Suffolk in England? Yes, I've lived in the same house all my life. What do you do for a living to sustain yourself and your family? To sustain myself? How frightfully old-fashioned. I live on and run the family estate. I have 2,000 acres of mixed livestock and arable. Okay, you own them all? Pardon? Said Cassandra. You own all the estate by yourself, alone? What kind of movies do you enjoy watching? What kind of ridiculous question is that? She said, in reply to him saying, You own all the estate by yourself, alone. I rarely watch films. I like gentle humour and non-violent films. Love the Mummy franchise with Brendan Fraser, he said, but I also love comedy. Where you like to go when you're angry or hurt? Now what on earth are you babbling on about? I'd like to go on a Mediterranean cruise, but I don't have time for that. If I spend too long talking to you, I might be destined to cruise the world for all eternity. Sounds good, he said. If we only had 24 hours together, what do you think we'd do? Every moment I spend with you seems to me like treasures. I will preserve you and these treasures lifelong. I will never let you go away from me. In reply to him asking what she would do if they had 24 hours together, she said, I'd dig myself a very large, deep hole, fill it with snacks, shut the lid and set the timer. I'd emerge only after I was sure you'd gone. I'll be inside there waiting for you, and I'll be the snacks that you will fill. I like people, replied Cassandra, but I couldn't eat a whole one. I give you my promise. I'll always stay closer, you always. There is different between like and love. Hope you know that. Oh yes, I'd like to think you'd be gone by the time I climb out of the hole, and I'd love to be right. You can like people, but you can't love people, he said. Speak for yourself. I'm sorry your life is so devoid of love. I'll climb the maintain to see you. It's at sea level. Suffolk is flat. Jesus Christ, the owner of this world, he loves us, that's why I choose to love you. I'll climb over to see you no matter what'll be there. Yes, let love lead each other. I fell in love right at the first moment I saw you. My love for you will never fade away. I love you for everything you are. Cassandra realised that this was the man of her dreams. Are you strong, and can you use a saw? She said. I need a new husband, but he has to be capable of physical work on the estate. Yes, I'm strong. I can be your husband. How soon can you get here? I don't think you've told me what you do to sustain yourself. Okay, I'm a sweet romantic man. I like to read. I like jogging. I'm good at it. I'm a good cook. I also like to veg out in front of the TV and watch movies sometimes. You sustain yourself by doing no work. I'm an electrician, stroke private contractor. I work with PCL Construction Company under Denver, Colorado. I work? Fancy that. What work do you do? Oh, sorry, you said. Yes. Are electrician and private contractor two different things? And now you're going to learn something, ladies and gentlemen. I've always said that scammers think being a contractor is a job description. He's about to show you. Yes, I do both of them. When there's no electrician job, I'll go for the contractor. Both. That's my job. Oh, how interesting. So when you aren't working as an electrician, you go contracting. I don't think I know what that is. As an electrician, I take care of building, wiring, make sure there's light all the building. Yes, I know what an electrician does. Thanks for that, he said. You said you do private contracting when there isn't electrician work. I want to know what private contracting is. Because I don't need an electrician, but I might need a private contractor if I knew what one of those does. We build and make sure everything went well, he said. I might write that into my new husband's job description then. He has to be physically strong, capable of lifting bales of hay, mending fences, grooming ponies, and private contracting, because we need someone to build, and it's always good if everything goes well. Okay, I can do that for you. I'll build it very well, and you will like it. We need a few its, and if they're built well, then that will be bonus. I do need to go to bed now. Good night for now. Okay, good night. Sweet dreams. The following morning, it didn't take long before Cassandra realised that maybe Kennedy wasn't exactly her dream man. Hey, he said. Good morning. Morning, sweetie. How are you doing so far today? I just came inside for breakfast. Then I'm meeting some old friends in town later this morning. How are you doing? Okay. Do you know how to drive? What? Asked Cassandra. Well, thanks for asking. Do you know how to drive a car? Oh, FGS, please act like a mature man. How on earth do you think I get around the estate and in and out of town on a pogo stick? Have you decided when you can come here? I really do need you to build that eat for me, and it would be good if we could be married by Christmas. Ha ha ha, he said in reply to her asking how on earth he thought she got around. Because you can help me with all that tedious present wrapping. We need to plan it well, said our panicking scammer, because that isn't how the scam was supposed to go. Hope you know that it could be better if we'll trust each other. Yeah, if you don't trust me, then the wedding's off. I'll find someone else. Yeah, that sounds good. I trust you with all my heart. I'm here for you. Then tell me when you can come and stop whining like a small boy. I don't understand what you mean, that can come and stop whining. That's what I mean, said Cassandra, copying and pasting the bit where he'd said it could be better if we'll trust each other. When do you think you'll be able to come here? Okay, I'm going to come, but I have to take care of something over here first, and I'm going to tell you when I'm done. How long will that take? A day, a week, a month, a year? It's going to take me up to 2 months before I can be able to get things done over here, but I think by next month I'm going to be done with everything here. That makes no sense at all. Next month is just under 2 weeks away, not 2 months. Sorry, what I mean to say, I've been here for 2 months, but I'm going to be done with everything over here by next month. I hope you understand now. Wait for it, ladies and gentlemen. This is an ever-changing story. No, I don't. That also makes no sense. You're at home in Dallas. I couldn't possibly marry a man that doesn't even know who he is, where he is, or the difference between 2 weeks and 2 months. What do you mean? Exactly what I said. Here, you're living in Dallas, she said, copying and pasting the bit where he said, I'm living in Dallas, and the company you work for is based in Denver, she said, copying the bit where he said, "I'm an electrician stroke private contractor under Denver, Colorado. It didn't ask if you work for their Dallas branch, but I assumed you do since you live in Dallas. Are you saying this will take anywhere between 2 weeks and 2 months to finish your current contract?" "I'll be going back to work this weekend and be back in 2 months' time, as soon as I round up my contact job." "Okay, so you aren't doing electrical work, you're going to be privately contracting for 2 months, which means you'll finish at the end of November." "Transocean Company? Currently awarded a contract in Denver, Colorado, I see." And ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further, I think it's time for one of those maps. Google Maps tells me that Denver is approximately 1,200 kilometres from the nearest bit of sea. "It's been 6 months now," said the man who's just told her he's been there for 2 months. "I have just 2 months left for the final round," said the man who just told her he'd only got 2 weeks left. "Ah, so you're privately contracting on the high seas. Ooh-ah, me hearties. I hope you'll build a good strong eat and they will be proud of you. You might get a job well done award if you're a good boy, so you'll come here in December. I hope you understand now, because I don't anything that is going to come between us." "Oh yes, I understand. Everything is now clear as mud on a foggy day." Our man hearted that. "But I'm not always here, so I don't know if we can go somewhere private, if that's okay. That way, I can text you any time of the day." "Don't be ridiculous. How can we go somewhere private? You're thousands of miles away." "I know, but I'm not talking about that. Somewhere we can chat better." "We're chatting perfectly well here, because I'm not always here on Facebook." "Then let me know when you are here, which seems to be most of the time so far. By the way, have you heard of Google Chat?" "Yes, I have. Oddly enough, I use the same keyboard and the same device to access it, so chatting there is absolutely the same as chatting here." "I know, but I feel more better chatting over there, because that way I can be able to talk to my daughter, who's living with my sister in Canada. I have absolutely no idea at all why chatting to me on Google or not Facebook would mean you can talk to your daughter. Please explain." "Oh, Cassandra, you really shouldn't have asked." "Yes, because that's the only place I told my daughter to be able to text me over there. So that's why I told you if we can go over there." "That has absolutely nothing at all to do with where you talk to me. I have both apps on my phone. Either will open with the mere tap on an icon." "I know, but it's better that we can talk over there, because it's more better for me. And often both remain open. Isn't modern technology wonderful? So it has nothing at all to do with all that rambling bollocks about your daughter. Tell me about your daughter." "I have one daughter. Her name is Lorraine. She's 21 years old, and she's living with my sister in Canada because she's going to college over there." "Okay, what does she study?" "She's studying family medicine." "Family medicine? Interesting. Not something I've heard of over there. What does that involve? Is it statistical studies of how different illnesses affect different families?" "The name of her college is Medics College," he said. "It didn't ask the name of her college. I'm asking you about the course she's studying." And before we go any further, these are the courses that they teach at Medics College. It isn't a medical school. It teaches a variety of medical support courses, including community service worker, dental assistant, pharmacy assistant, medical laboratory technician, and dental administrator, and several others. So Cassandra's guess that it might teach statistics relating to family health was much closer than our man is going to get. Our man, of course, resorted to Google, and there's only so much that Google can do to help. Family medicine, it informed him, is a medical speciality within primary care that provides continuing and comprehensive health care for the individual and family across all ages, genders, diseases, and parts of the body. The specialist who is usually a primary... ... I just hope you can understand now, because I just want to take my time to explain everything to you. It would make so much more sense if you copied and pasted the whole thing, instead of stopping mid-sentence. I don't copied and pasted. That is why I just take my time to explain it to you. If you don't mind me asking, what type of work do you do? Of course you did. Please don't lie to me. I can use Google. You know perfectly well what type of work I do. Just FYI, she said, pasting a screenshot of where she'd put one of those sentences into Google. I couldn't possibly marry a man that lies. Okay, but I don't really understand it. Can you tell me what you do over there at work? Nor one that is too stupid to read what he is copying and finishes mid-sentence, then ridiculously asks if I understand. Perhaps you should scroll back and read what I said yesterday when I was talking to your mate. Why do you think I'm lying to you? I'm not the studying it, so I have to check it on Google as well if it was my daughter. That is not going to be a problem. Answers on a postcard in the comments. Because you obviously lied, that's why. So that's 2 lies. Obviously you copied and pasted it, even though you tried to pretend you didn't. And obviously you were too stupid to copy and paste the whole thing. Just FYI, to save you telling me another ridiculous lie, here's the whole thing. Copied and pasted, but the whole thing. Which finishes with, full stop, the specialist, who's usually a primary care physician, is named a family physician. Please can you stop saying that I'm lying? And please, I need you to know that I don't copied it. I just have to read and understand it. But you're the one that told me to explain it to you, because you've not heard about it before. So why all this now? Please stop lying. I need you to know that it's obvious that you copied and pasted it, and it's obvious that you didn't read it and didn't understand it. So this is your last chance. Stop lying or go away. Choose your next answer carefully. Just FYI, this is one of the many places you could have copied and pasted it from, so think carefully about your answer, and preferably give the phone back to your mate. He made more sense than you do. I just don't know what to say now, because I don't understand what you mean that I have to give my phone to my mate. Please, you just have to be careful the way you talk, because I don't like it when someone think I'm lying to them, and please know that I don't give my phone to anybody, okay? No, you idiotic moron. We both know you lied. I don't think you're lying. So you know that you can look for it on Google. Why did you tell me to explain it to you in the first place? We both know you're lying. We both know you copied and pasted. So that's what you think? The reason I was able to look for it on Google is that I was able to paste the stuff you copied and pasted and find it. But it's okay, because I can't believe that you're the one saying this now. Stop lying and go away. You're obviously just an idiotic kid, and I haven't got time for morons. Goodbye. Go and annoy someone else. Grow up. Feel free to talk to yourself. You're ghosted. Goodbye. But I'm not lying. Please try to understand what I'm saying. Cassandra cracked and went back on her promise. Understand? How should I understand that something you said is obviously not true, but isn't a lie? Explain. Oh, and you have a count of 10 to give me a sensible explanation of why you copied and pasted. Claimed you didn't, but aren't lying. And you have to understand me. Doesn't count as an answer, because I understand very well that you are lying. Because I just want you to be able to understand everything, he said, when Cassandra got to 7. You don't understand anything, especially not the rubbish you copied and pasted. Why do you say that you don't understand? Because you feel like I'm not good for you? A proper explanation of why you copied and pasted and claim you didn't, not some rubbish about me having to understand. Why did you copy and paste and say you didn't? Because it's more easily for me, he said. So you admit you lied. At least read what you're copying and pasting and copy the whole thing so it makes sense. So now I know A, you lied, and then lied again, trying to tell me that you hadn't, and B, you were too stupid to read it to see if it made sense. Goodbye, I don't want a lying, illiterate idiot for a husband. It's okay if you don't want to talk to me, but I need you to understand that I'm not good for you, so thank you very much for looking down on me now. I do understand that you're not good for me. You didn't need to tell me that. Even a total brain-dead idiot like you must know I'd realise that. I just don't what you want me to say now, he said. Goodbye will be just fine, then grow up and go back to school. And stop trying to scam people. Even you must know you're too thick, stupid and idiotic to succeed. What makes you think I want to scam people, he said. I'm a scam here on Facebook. That's why I don't talk to anybody here apart from you. I need you. That's why I'm texting you each time I come on here. That's a reason for telling blatant lies and then lying again, saying you didn't, asked Cassandra. And that's another lie, she said in reply to him saying I need you. Do you know your problem? Said our man. You don't believe, untrustworthy person. You doubted a lot. It will hard for you to found a man here who you can believe and understand. That's so true, pal. It's hard enough to find one that you can believe or understand, let alone finding one that you can believe and understand. I know you will not believe me. God knows. I'm telling you the truth. Oh dear, God's either having an off day or our man isn't a Christian. And at this point, Cassandra ghosted him and our man disappeared. I hope you enjoyed this tale of a scammer who had no idea what he was doing. As usual, if you did, please like it, please share it, please comment down below, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in another video.